Hi, I'm Gary Spencer-Smith of Revenue, Real Estate, Education and Rental House Profits. To subscribe to our channel, click the subscribe button below and make sure you hit the little bell to get notified of all our top tips as they happen. Hi, this week's tip, we're going to look at 5 ways you can fund your real estate deals. So the first one is using equity in your own home. So if you've owned your home for a while and you've paid down your mortgage and perhaps the house price went up a little bit, you're going to have some equity sitting there. Now, a phrase that we use at Revenue and Rental House Profits all the time is use what you've got to get what you want. Okay, you already have it, so why not put that to use? Okay, it's sitting there, equity is sitting doing nothing for you. All it's doing is giving you peace of mind, what some people have, but it's not helping generate anything for your life. So use what you've got to get what you want. Number 2 is RRSPs. So there are 2 ways of using RRSPs. If you have your own, you can lend it out as a mortgage through a self-direct account. And the other one is if you're an investor, you can use other people's RRSPs. Now there are a few rules behind this. They can't be like, a parent or sibling. There's various rules. And we've got a video that explains about RRSP mortgages on the Revenue channel. But you can also use other people's RRSPs, and you can have that as a first or a second mortgage on your property, and you can agree the terms with someone. So typically we will do 8 to 10% on a RRSP for someone, and that's secured against an asset. So people are happy when they're doing it and they're happy to lend it. We usually do that for shorter term lending, not for long term lending, but that's what we'll use RRSPs for. The other one is private money. This is sometimes called hard lending, but basically that's somebody that has cash and they're willing to lend it to you for a guaranteed rate of return, for want of a better word. This has been how I have done probably 50 to 60% of the deals that we've done at Rental House Profits. And what we're doing is we're finding people that have money, but they don't necessarily have the time that they want to deal in real estate. So we'll use their money, we'll put in our time, and then together we'll create this joint venture, which we'll talk about again, and then we'll move forward with that and we'll give them a return on their money. And they're happy because it's secured against a solid asset. It's in real estate. They don't want to just put it in the bank. They don't want to put it into a mutual fund. These are people that have seen, some of these people had lots of money and they just saw huge chunks when the market crashed in 2007, 2008. They saw their money just disappear. So they want to take it out and put it in a solid asset. The other one is joint ventures. So you might not be able to qualify for a mortgage. As in, I might not be able to qualify for a mortgage, so I'll find my friend Bob, and then I'll use Bob's credit and his ability to borrow to then get the mortgage. So a joint venture, and that's just one example of a joint venture. There are many ways of getting into a joint venture. A joint venture is you and at least one other person are going into a venture together to partner up to go purchase some real estate. And you want to have it's got to be a win-win. You want to make sure everybody's happy in that joint venture. And you also want to make sure that everybody's got different things that they're bringing to the table. So someone might bring the experience, someone might be bringing the money, someone else might be bringing the ability to borrow from a lender. So if someone has cash, for example, and they're a private money lender or a hard money lender, they might not be able to borrow money because they're self-employed. So you go with someone who has the ability to borrow money but might not have the cash, and you put in your knowledge and managing of the project. Now you've got 3 people come together, there's a joint venture. You've created a joint venture. We do have a video on our channel as well for joint ventures, and we will do more in the joint venture series as we get rolling. And the final way, and this is probably one of the most important. So one of my mentors said this to me very early on. They said, Gary, if you find the right property and the right deal, the money will come to you. Now, I didn't really understand what that meant. And then as I got further into the process of looking at properties, looking for deals, I then realized that you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. So what I mean by that is if you came up to me and you were showing me the numbers on a piece of paper of this deal, and it's a great property, and there's lots that we've got in our portfolio, and there's lots of people I know, friends of mine, people in my network that have all got great deals. And when they show me it on paper, I'm like, I would find the money for that. The money finds a way of getting you when you've got the great deal. For example, if I had a Porsche that was worth $150,000, it's a really good one. And I said, hey, you can have this Porsche for $10,000. You might not have $10,000 in your pocket, but you'd find $10,000 pretty fast because you know that is worth $150,000. Didn't matter if I was giving you the wrong information about the statistics of the brakes, the top speeds, the accelerator. You wouldn't matter. You know it's worth 150, so you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. And likewise, you can't say the right thing to the wrong person. So just a note on that, doesn't matter how good the deal is, if it's not the right person to invest and they're not the right mindset, you could talk to them for 3 days, they will never invest. But if you have the right house and the right property, then the money will find you. That's our 5 tips for finding money and how to fund your real estate deals. We'd love to hear your comments below, your success stories, any tips and tricks that you want to share with us as well. Please subscribe to our channel and we look forward to hearing from you again at our next video.